Welcome back to Gray Squadron Gaming. I'm Joe, and this is,
Done.
and we're here for our final ranking video of the main factions, which we saved. What Don would probably say the best for
I
last.
mean,
The
it's my
Separatist
favorite for
army is
last, I
his
think.
favorite. I like killing droids, so in that aspect, it's my
I mean,
favorite.
it works out for you too. It
So
works out a lot for you.
if you guys haven't watched, we've released the Rebel one and the Empire one, and not too long ago released the Republic one. We rank all the units in the army, so this will be the Separatist video. We do a system of S through D, and I want to be clear what these are because some people get really mad at rankings when they don't hear me what they are. So S, broken, the best unit possible. It needs an adjustment like now, right? That's S tier. Very few, if anything, should be an S. A, hits way above average. It's very good. It's pretty much almost an auto include in most lists unless there's a lot of A people in the army. B, hits above average. Still very good. You'll take it most of the time, right? C, the unit is average. The unit is hitting for what its
Doing
point
what it's
good.
supposed to do.
It's attended, it is hitting as attended would be a good way of saying it. So C is not bad, just to be clear. It is not bad. It's just, it's average. It's good. You can easily win tournaments with C. C is good. D is below average. D is it's either paying too many points for it, it's not hitting its weight, its dice pools aren't great, its survivability is not great. Something's keeping it from being above. It's not as good as it is intended to be. It's below average. And D, we can rank things at high D, which would be like it's just below, but it's still D, and then very low D, which is like it's not good at all,
Right.
right? So there's nothing below D. I don't have an F tier because I don't think any unit in the game is straight garbage. I do think there are some Ds though.
Right.
So that's our tier system we're gonna be ranking this.
Right.
So keep that in your mind. So if we rank something you love as a C, and you're like, it's way better than that, should be a B. Well, C and B is not really
Right.
that big of a jump. Okay.
And these are also our
Yep,
opinions,
just our
not
opinions
not facts,
at
although we
all.
think they're facts. And then we are also talking in general, not like I'm a competitive worlds player who knows how to use everything possible to be the best that there is. That person can take any unit in the game and probably be really good with it.
It's
Just
true.
remember that.
Okay, so I pulled up our tier list here. Here's our separatist tier list. We used art images this time. The first video we got complaints that we weren't using unit cards, and then or the second video and the third video was like, I don't like that you're using unit cards. We can't see the pictures of the people in the small tier video. So we're back to art.
Yep.
So hopefully that makes some people
Hopefully it
happy.
works out. This is the art from the unicards, if that makes it a little
I
better.
think I think it looks really good. I think it was a better option this time. Let's start with arguably the best unit the separatists have. Okay, let's start with these seeker droids.
Yep. I mean, S tier all the way. Can't
These are
beat them.
what's their actual name? It's Maul's
The
probe
probe
droids, Sith
droids.
probe droids,
Yeah.
something like that. Interesting unit, cheap, has
A
some
very cheap
flexibility.
execution. Yep.
I just thought it'd be funny to start with these.
You
Probably
you
shouldn't have.
you have to bring Maul to bring them, which kind of brings them down a little bit.
I can't imagine them being any higher than C,
I can't. I mean, they're fine. They do what they do. So I think they are the epitome of C.
right?
They do what they do for their
They're
points.
not.
They're challenging to bring because you have to bring Maul and then you have to have an extra 35 plus points to use
I
them.
would guess they're not even going to be high C. I'm going to guess they're probably
I
going to
mean,
fall
yeah,
down.
they're probably
But
living in the middle to
let's
low
go.
C.
Well, let's go to like the complete opposite end of the spectrum a little bit more. Let's go with the boy Dooku here. Dooku, man, did he get a glow up in that last one?
He is probably the highest point of A.
Yeah,
He's not
he.
broken.
No, I don't think he's
He's
S.
not broken.
But let's see if for those who've been playing a while, let's go back just a little bit and what they do. They added Surge to block on its own in red dice. Huge.
Insane. Yeah.
Usually only Mandalorians and like Yoda
hmm
and someone else we won't speak about who was removed from the game get Surge to
He
block,
who must
right?
not be named.
It's not super common in a red dice Surge to block. On top of that, they made his range attack better, and he has arguably the best range. Not arguably, I
Yeah.
think it is the
Thick,
best
thick
range
black Pierce 2.
force using attack in the game.
Mhm.
Right? It's good. And he has a command card that lets you shoot him with that, and then they can just move with speed 2. So it's like a better force push as well, right? So he is very good. He also has one of the best keywords in the game, in my opinion, force user, which is the Makashi Master, which says, hey, Luke, you're immune pierced? No, you're not. I'm piercing one still.
Right.
Or hey, Mandalorians, you're impervious? You're not at anything now. I just turn off impervious completely and I'm just gonna hit you
Yep.
with my pierce. So very good, very versatile,
He also
great
has
command cards.
cunning. So his command cards are going to
Mm,
win
yep.
if it's a tie, which
Oh,
is amazing.
they also had a direct.
They also had a direct trooper, so he can give anybody that's a trooper in your army an order.
And in
if
the
they're-
droid army, they tend to chain orders,
Yeah,
so
so
it's really good.
they really just gave him every toy you could
So
imagine.
I feel like, yeah, he's going to be a high A.
Right. The
Not
only thing he doesn't have is that natural relentless charge. He needs to have either his card to get
Yep.
it or use an action to
And
attack.
then, of
So
course, with the newer Legion rules we've had for over a year now, year-ish, something around there, he's got backup to help protect him too when he's
mhm.
moving up the field. He's got the surge to
The
block. He's
ability to
got
bring
the
Magna
Magna
droids to
droids,
have
Guardian.
Guardian
So
for commander.
he's in a great spot.
He's really living in the dream.
He is. And, Yeah, I don't know much to say. He's A.
Yep,
Let's
absolutely.
go to Don's probably favorite unit in the game, and here you can tell I'm smirking. Let's go with the Staps. This is probably I love listening to Don. I'm gonna first let you just say everything about them, then I'll weigh in.
I mean, they're garbage. They're D. I hate them with a passion. Agile versus surging to defense on a white dice unit is so bad. Like all of the other speeder bikes surge to defense except for these guys because they
Mm,
have agile. But if you don't move first, you're just dead.
mm,
It's just dead.
just
And then they shoot okay. I mean, they have a cute, they can coordinate, which is fine.
mm.
But right now, even with strike and fade, speeders still aren't doing the best, and these are the worst speeder.
Okay, well that's
That's
the
my feeling.
that's really good.
I
I
have a problem with
I
them.
probably would lean towards D, though I wouldn't hate low C, but I'm gonna agree with D because I get it. They don't surge the block, so they're kind of in like and not quite the same thing at all, but like Tauntauns are much more survivable if they get to go first.
Right.
These guys are in the same thing. They want to be able to go to get their agile to be able to survive an attack. Odds are they're
Tauntauns,
not surviving many
Tauntauns
attacks.
have one more health and surge defense.
I know. Okay, so we'll just agree. We'll just put it at D.
Yeah,
I don't know if I call them garbage, but I would definitely say D.
sorry. Personal opinion garbage. They're
That's
probably
fine.
fine D. They're high D.
Fine D.
They're in D, but they're
You
not.
know, let's keep going. They may
Sure.
they may end up
We'll
not
see.
high
Yeah,
D.
we'll
Who
see what
knows?
happens.
Let's go. I want to stay on your favorite units for some reason, and I just want to see if you get people riled up early in this list. Let's go with Cad Bane. I like Cad, but Don, tell us your feelings on Cad Bane.
In this version of the game, I hate cat. Cat is a scalpel, and I have fat fingers, so I can't use cat. But this is 100% me.
So
Like
where would you put
cat,
them?
cat
This is your opinion.
probably I don't know. I,
Don't sugarcoat it because we're on the camera. Where would you put him?
I think I put him in D
Yep,
last
he
time
would.
too.
Above
I
or
think
below the steps?
he's above the
Oh,
steps. He's
okay.
above the steps.
Okay.
He probably should be in C.
I'm gonna kind of wait in here. I think he's C.
I think he should be in
I think
C.
he's probably a little
Maybe
bit.
wrong. I have a skewed reality with CAD.
I would agree. I don't think he's gonna be high C though either. I think he's gonna be
No.
mid to low. But if someone said like Joe, I think you're wrong. He's not mid C. He's like high D. I wouldn't be like, no, you're way wrong. I'd be like, I can see the argument for it. But I think do
Yeah.
we agree with C? Let's stick him in C for now.
I'm fine with him in C.
Do we keep going with units you
You
love, or
just love hearing me talk smack. Is
should we
that what
just
it is?
like convert to something else? It's just kind of funny to hear you.
I have passion about a unit. I get it's fine.
Let's go with a solid unit. Like not the best unit, not the worst unit. Let's go with the classic. Where is the T series guy?
T
He's
series is he's got it
the
almost looks
cape.
like he's wearing a
Look, he
cape,
has a
but he's
cape.
not
Yeah.
wearing a cape.
There's too many super attacks now. Okay, so T series. I'm thinking somewhere in this range for the T
I'm thinking
series.
in B.
Yeah, I actually think he's a B because
He's
he's
one of the
cheap.
few remaining cheap generic
There's not many
commanders
left.
because he's not getting taken away because the generic super tack is coming,
Yep.
not a generic like the Rebel commanders and the Empire commander. He's super cheap. He has direct. He gives you
Bolster.
access to orbital strike, which is an awesome turn one command card. I mean, I guess all
All commanders. It's
commanders
not
can have
just
them,
droid
but
anymore. But yeah, I
he
get what
has
you're saying.
he has bolster. He has exemplar for a
Yeah.
for a low cost commander. He does everything you want to do and more.
Yeah.
And you just stick him behind your line of B1s, and he gives them orders for the whole game. He exemplars a dodge every once in a while. He is a workhorse, and he does work.
I mean, I can't argue that. I would agree. I would say he's B. Probably higher B too, to be honest.
Mhm.
And once again, it's not. I'm not saying he's gonna beat CAD 101, but how he impacts your army, right? So like in the army list building, he is a very good tool for the droids to have. Speaking of droids, we probably should go for the classic B1s. Where would we put the B1s?
Um,
6 health.
six
You get
health,
6 of them. They're cheap.
coordinate,
They
pretty
get good
cheap,
order control easily.
great.
Negatives, they don't surge either way.
They don't surge
And
either
they're rolling
way.
white dice. And
I still think they live in B
you think
because
they're B, okay.
it's one of those cores where like I am probably going to take at least three B1s most of the time. More than likely, you're taking four, five,
So
six.
you're saying a B1 punches above its weight. You think
I
it's
think
better than
so.
its points. Okay.
They do.
I will defer to you since you're the separatist player. I probably would have put them in high C, but
Yeah.
I can hear B.
The argument is there. I just think they give you your order control with coordinate. The loss of AI being such a hindrance makes them that negative with the new rules.
I mean, pros of them is they have 6 health core. So like
Health core.
when you're going up against a Han Solo or a Cassian or a Jin, or I can keep listing rebels
Right.
because I know them, or even Callus, or like you can't one shot their
Right.
cores. Even a naked core, like a
Right.
rebel unit's only 4. So like Han Solo can't one shot them, but like
Most
Callus can,
many
and
things can one shot
Chewbacca
a
can,
four-head
and
unit.
but like 6 health. Big
Right.
units can still one shot, but like
They're gonna live one or two shots,
they can survive
possibly
like
more with
outpost.
cover.
Yeah.
But they also, they have cheap heavies that also give them some flexibility with radiation cannon giving you
Yep.
poison, critical with range four, excuse me. They give you a lot of versatility. I think they do a little more than what you would want in a core to make them go above C.
Okay.
That's why I live
Let's
them.
go the other only other. Oh no, that's not true. There's more, but let's go with
The,
the other droid core option, which is the B2s.
the B2s probably live in A.
I
They
tend to agree,
they
especially the
are
super
the
B2s.
super B2s with the full squad. They are one of the scariest units that you could look at
Two
the
health
table.
each, red defense dice, rolling 2 dice back at you in offense. Their heavy adds even more red
Yeah, three
dice.
reds.
They're just and they're hard to remove from the game, and you have to deal with them because they're such a threat. If
Right.
you ignore them too much, which you can sometimes, but they're just going to make you pay for it ignoring them.
Yeah.
Um,
Or
yeah,
you, no matter what you're playing, if you see a super squad of B2s, you're like, oh, this is
well,
not going to be good.
it's tough because before they were white dice armor one, but then they just bumped them to red, and then their gun now is melee to two.
Right.
So before, if you
Plus,
got them in melee, that was like their weakness, right? They had one
that was
dice in melee and
their
they weren't great.
melee.
Now
Yeah.
they're still rolling the same amount of dice in melee. They might lose the heavy, but
Right.
whoop-de-doo, they have a
And now
bucket of
they
dice.
have the range one impact option as well with a red
Yeah, the
dice. So like
rockets.
if you bring them against heavy armor, you have
Yep.
aqua droids or whatever you're fighting against with the heavy, you
Above,
can blow them.
below Dooku, where are we putting them?
That's a tough one. They feel like they're tied in the position that they do.
So where should we keep them like that, or should we switch for
I
now?
think we should keep them like
Keep it
that.
like that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's go to another one of your favorites, and that's Darth Maul. And this one isn't because he hates him. I'm gonna give you
It's
benefit. This is
just
just because you're bad luck
it's
with
just
him.
bad luck with
But
Maul.
where would you put Maul? I'm curious to hear
I
this.
really enjoy Maul. He's a good threat. I feel like B is fine. Maybe lower B. Probably above a B1. Like you can't put B1s above Maul.
Remember, it's not B1s versus Maul.
I
It's their
know.
contribution to the army. So do you think in your games, do you think Maul is more it does more for your army than the B1s do? I probably would agree,
Yeah.
but I
It's
just
close because of the core and flexibility. Maul, especially as an operative, you don't have the commander courage.
my
You don't
issue
have the
is
dark
Maul and
saber.
the B1s both would be in C if it was my list. They
Interesting.
both would be
Okay.
in C. They both would be the highest C we have so far, but they both
Okay.
would be in C. But as we always default to the person who plays the army, he plays it more than I do, obviously, by a ton. So I'm going to default to him. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's go with the other core option, which is the Geonosians. Where do we put these bugs?
I think
He
they're
doesn't like these
C.
neither.
I don't not like them.
We're in C. Okay,
They can go. I think they're high C. They're highest C right now,
maybe. Ew, there we
if
go.
you can put them there. They're very versatile in movement with the free jump. They can jump, so they're extraordinarily terrain dependent. If you have a
They are.
flat, if you have a bunch of trees and you can't actually get to that height that their death from above triggers, they lose some of their value. If there's nothing, height 2 or 3 to jump over, they kind of lose some of their value.
But
They
man,
still
for
get to move.
ABS, that free move is huge. They can
They
triple
can
move.
score. They do die pretty quick.
They do.
This is from me who plays a lot
No, I
of red
mean,
defense
it's
dice.
white dice.
It's
They don't
white
have
with
any
bridging defense.
words like nimble or
Yeah.
outmaneuver or anything.
They like to be close, but they don't like to be in melee, which kind of puts them in a weird place. So again, if you have a bunch of high terrain on your board where they can jump and just take advantage of not being able to be meleeed,
Yep.
oh, they're so good. If you don't have any high terrain and they're just standing next to a Jedi, you're like, well,
They're dead.
they're dead.
Which is what bugs
Yeah,
should probably do, right?
they're fun, like overrun heavy. So I think they are very high C. They do what they're supposed to do, and
Okay.
maybe someday we'll get a fun
I think
Geonosian
if you
battle
watch,
force that,
I would love with the Sonic Cannon
yeah,
or
with the big
something.
summon cannon or
Um,
something.
if you watch our terrain video or Legion 101 on terrain, I think it's important. All maps should have some height variety, even if it's
Hmm.
minimal. Not every map needs to have like 50 towers
Right,
high, right? But there should be some elevation because things like the Geonosians can live or die with
right,
that. Things with jump or scale want to play with that, and there should be some kind of benefit for taking them.
right.
So I agree. I would say high C. I could even see a case some people arguing it to be low B just because of their triple move way to
The
just grab
triple
a
move,
point
yeah,
really
they
quickly.
can snatch a point, but they have a hard time living long enough to make it valuable to do so unless it really swings the game for you.
I don't see Sun Fac on here.
Uh, oh, did I not put Sun in there?
Okay, so
Shoot.
I'll have to add Sun later. But where would we put Sun? Let's just do them while we have them. Where would Sun Fac go?
I think Sun lives lives happily in C. Like I think he's above the Geonosians in C. He's super cheap.
Okay.
He has the free move.
He also has a
Oh,
free
maybe
move.
he could live in B with the free move.
I don't know. It's
He
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 dies
he
easy though
dies
too.
really easily too. He
He
doesn't
also in
have
that
like a
weird thing where he wants to be close, but also
yeah.
not close.
He doesn't have like a big gun. Like I think it's 3 dice.
Yeah.
He's not doing so. High
So you're gonna
C
say above
probably.
C. So for the example of this and me not having to try to put in when you guys are watching and pausing this video, I'm gonna put the Geonosians and Sun Fac are one thing together. They're both gonna be high C. Okay, let's finish with the Geonosian. Let's go with Poggle, who got a super point decrease,
I was gonna
and he
say
can bring B2s back from the dead.
his super point decrease definitely puts him into B. I think it's pretty easy. Above Maul, not above the super tack, because the super tack gives you your droids a lot more to play with. He is amazing because he plays with B2. He has Entourage B2. He can bring your B2s back.
With
You're
one
going to
command
want to
card,
bring
yeah.
more B2s with him because you can bring him back.
Yeah.
He is just one of those. He's 4 health. He's going to die if you sneeze at him wrong. So
But he's cheap.
he is dirt cheap. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
agree. I would put him in B just because
He's
just
good.
because of that cost and the points you can bring back points worth of B2 is pretty much at his cost.
Oh yeah,
Almost. But
easily.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
You can even bring back a couple B1s and you've still paid for him.
so
Like
I think for
he's
that
pretty
fact,
good.
he's pretty good. Okay. Let's go to I think the last button on the list. Let's go with Bosky Bossk. Where would we put this Trandoshan? I know you like him better than Cad, but how much better?
I think he's B.
We're on a B train.
I think
Okay.
he's a low B.
Low B.
Low B, high C.
So right there. Low B or high C. You could
I
you could
don't
see either
know.
argument.
His gun is great at range. He can survive in melee, which
He
is
can
fine.
regenerate if
He's
you're not
got
done.
regenerate. He doesn't die if you look at him. I mean, he dies quickly, but he doesn't die just for one shot. He's got some health,
Unless you
regenerate.
bad batch turn one him with a
Well, yeah,
scouting
if you
party.
bad batch turn one scouting party, anything, they just don't exist
One of
anymore.
our videos, sorry. Yeah,
Um,
I could see he has bounty, so there's a capability of getting that score as well,
mhm,
which Cat has this too. But with the range four gun, it's a little easier sometimes to
it
get that
is, yeah.
bounty.
With the
I don't
Pierce,
think he's even in the top three of bounty hunters in the game though, at all. I think things like Boba Fett's higher. I think Mandalorian's higher, and I think IG-88 is better at getting bounties than him.
yeah, they're all more expensive than he
But
is,
I
though.
would put him at four probably in that list. I agree.
Yeah,
But just they're
yeah.
not in
So,
this army, so it
so
doesn't matter.
yeah, for in this army, I think he performs a little bit better than his point cost,
Okay.
and he has a very easy bounty sometimes,
Yeah.
especially
I feel
against
like
those
this
white
army's gonna
knights.
have more Bs than anything the way you're progressing with it. It's interesting.
They've got a lot of flexibility, the Separatists.
Now let's go with the one where I don't think you'll put in B tier.
Okay.
I'm just guessing, guys. We're gonna see what he says. I'm gonna go with the dwarf spider, who got a little dwarfed by the see what I did there? By the crab droids
They
a
have
little
been
bit.
dwarfed indeed.
Because that spot, they're better than Staps.
Absolutely.
But are they better than crab droids? Are they better than Droidekas? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So where do
I
they
find
go?
it hard to put them in D because they still
I agree. I don't
can
think
do.
they're
I
D.
think they're really low C.
Lower than Cad.
Um,
Don's gonna say no, unless he's lying to you guys,
no,
because
I don't think so. I think,
he doesn't like Cad.
yeah,
I wouldn't put Cad this low. Just keep that in mind. But this is Don's list. I'm just putting some input. So him right
yeah,
there,
they're fine there. I
I
mean,
could agree.
they're just the crab droids can do almost everything they can
We're talking about the
cheaper.
crab droids. So I know we're not talking about the dwarfs very long,
Right.
because there's not much to say. Like I feel like they got outshined by the crab. The crab has very similar gun arrangements. He's giving his unit someone's scouting party, which is
Right.
more helpful. Um,
Red dice.
yeah, it's just so
Man,
where do the crabs go then? This is a tough one. It's
ooh,
probably
that is
B or
a
A.
tough one.
I don't necessarily. Ah, man, the scouting party can be huge in some lists. So like I think that inflates them. So if you guys asked me right now, like where should crab go? I probably would say low A because of the scouting party on top of their
I was
base.
gonna put them low A as well.
And it could
I
be
thought you were gonna say high B.
it could be recency bias because the last few games I just can't kill crabs, whether it's against Bob or you. I feel like I just can't kill crabs. The red dice just keep them alive long.
They keep them
And they
alive.
have some armor built in. They're just sturdy
They're
units
sturdy. They're cheap.
and they're cheap.
They're
So
super cheap.
I would put them there. Do you agree
I
for
agree with
now?
that.
Okay.
Yep, that's a
Well,
great
that's
place
where they're
for them
going
to
to
live.
live. So I think we should just round out the supports, the Droidekas, who did get a point increase, surprisingly.
Yeah, the only unit on this entire
Um,
faction to get one of
but I
those.
still think they're pretty good.
They are really good. I think
They got
they're
suppressive, they've got shield.
yeah,
They can also go wheel mode to double three speed to a point if they need to grab a point. They
and
also
they block lineups.
they block
But
lineups.
they are extremely flexible. Everybody wants them to kill stuff, and they don't kill stuff as well, but they're great for point control.
Especially with army, if you're fighting against
Yeah.
rebels with like just courage two bubbles, that suppressive really hurts. It's really good with them to bring them to heal. It's a really easy one to
Hmm.
get with that. So I probably would put them in B. My gut's telling me about here's where I want to put them on your list, but where does your
That's
gut
what
say?
I'm debating between Maul or would they be above
Poggle?
Poggle?
I can agree with that.
Because Poggle's not really going to affect your scoring. Droidekas are going to score for you
I think
probably.
it's a combination of with the shields and depending how you play them right, they could
Hmm.
be surprisingly survival.
Right.
And then I think the other issue is they can lay down some, not to be funny,
A
but
little bit of
suppressing
heat. Yeah.
fire, right? Suppress things. They can kill things. I've had many things that kill them.
I think
But
they
the other thing
can.
is when they need to, instead of going speed one, they can roll up and go speed three and just grab a point, right? Especially if you're
Right.
last to go or something, just double move, speed three, boom, you're there. The bigger
Yeah.
bases. So I agree. I think that B slot
Yeah.
seems good.
I think they can live right there for sure.
I'm just debating if I want to get the elephant out of the room yet, but I don't want to touch that yet. So let's go with another one which Donna wants to like, but he doesn't like her. Let's go with Asajj. Like I know he doesn't like her. He's just
No,
not a
I
fan.
love
No,
Asajj.
you don't.
I
No, you
love her
don't.
so much. She's just the same as Maul. Like
No, I feel like you
my
have worse luck
dissect
with her
with
than
her
Maul.
is just so bad.
So is she better or worse than Maul?
I think for anyone who's not me, she's better than Maul.
I agree. You know why?
She's cheaper.
She's
And
not
she
only is she cheaper, but she has Makashi,
right.
or you can get the bounty one, which I don't know who. I guess it depends what you're going against, but I
Yeah.
think the Makashi is super high tier. I think she has the same Jakai that Ahsoka has, where I can spend dodges to
Right.
attack.
She has
She has that
independent
one pip that
dodge.
gives her three dodges and like four
Four
dodges.
dodges.
Yeah, so she just like, and she has independent. She just, yeah, she just, and she has jump two. I think she's enough. The interesting thing comes when looking at your tier list you have going on, what we our tier list that we have going on, is besides above Maul, like how much farther up does she go and how much down? I think in there feels right, but I don't know. It's more your list. What do you think?
I can agree with that. Poggle being cheap is great.
It only takes me so
He
far,
does so, but
right?
he can only take you so far, and he's not. Once he brings back a B2 or two, that's all he's going to do for your game.
He's not doing a ton. He has
Yeah.
entourage, but
Entourage is great for order control. So
I do feel like it's good to yeah,
yeah,
that's good. I
yeah.
agree.
Hmm.
Okay. So we've touched on a lot of things. Let's keep going with that kind of lightsaber wielder. Let's go with Grievous, who did get a nice glow up too with the
Yeah, he did. He did.
update a
He.
while ago. I think he's somewhere in B or A.
I want to put him above the T series in B.
Okay, I could see that. I could see a low A as well, but I'm totally cool with above B. I think he's much better than he was, especially when he went from
Right.
impervious to immune
And now
pierce.
with Entourage MagnaGuards that
Entourage MagnaGuard is
Ahsoka has
so good
taken
for
his
him.
MagnaGuards.
So yeah,
He's still cheap. They include his gun now.
yep.
Like he's got a lot going for him.
Okay.
Um,
What's keeping you from the A? Like, what about him keeps you from that A?
I feel like I don't know. Maybe he is A. I
No,
feel
no,
like we got a
you're
lot in
fine. I'm
A.
just curious.
I
Like,
think that was the reason. I'm like we got a lot in A, but our B is ridiculous. Um, with
I think
Block
Separatist
and
Army in general
Jedi
is a
Hunter,
great
I think actually he probably is low A.
low A. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, he can be B or A.
Yeah.
You're mad about A and not B or B and not A. He's on that line. He's
Yeah.
like right there. Okay. So which one's which here?
That's what I was pulling up earlier because it's hard to tell from that little picture.
Yeah, we're looking at Kraken and
Um,
Kalani. I always forget which one's which.
so
This is
Kalani is
Kalani.
that one. Yes.
So where does Kalani go? He's got the strategize two. He's got exemplar reinforcement, sharpshooter one. I feel like of the two for the supporting one, he's the better supporter,
He is the better supporter,
the
absolutely.
worst fighter. So, but in the droid army, I think I definitely think he's at least B.
Absolutely.
But I'm almost thinking like he's high B. Like I think with his command cards, and you can give someone impervious,
Yeah.
you
And
and
disengage
disengage.
and
I think with those
yeah.
factors on top of him being able to strategize, give units, directing
And
AI units,
reinforcements, which is an interesting
exemplar.
keyword now.
I think he goes above the T series.
I think you're right.
But I don't know. You tell me what you think.
No, I think you're right.
Okay.
I think the only thing preventing him being A is that he's not going to provide you a lot of scoring opportunity. He can hang out in there because he's red dice, he's 5 health. Like
Yeah.
he can hang out up a little more without you having to worry about him just getting
So
smacked.
let's look at Kraken there. So
Um,
because he's kind of they have the same command cards.
they have the exact same command
But
cards.
Kraken
Health,
he loses some orders. He doesn't
right?
have direct, but he gains sharpshoot. He's got sharpshoot as well, but he's got override. He's got exemplar. He's got charge. He's
Strategize.
hitting better. He's got four reds, lethal one in
He's got the
melee.
crit as
Yeah,
well.
so he's got a little more, oomph.
Yeah,
But I think
he hits
I think he's overall not as good
right.
as calling, at least from what I play against.
It's the order control that you get. You lose that little bit of order control, and then he's still just as expensive, so he's not quite as good. His 4 dice melee is He's fine, but you don't want him there because whatever he's hitting, he's probably going to get hit
Yeah,
back
it totally
worse.
depends. If you're going against
All
like
right.
if you're running into a rebel trooper squad or something,
Right.
fine, right? He's
But
good. He's a good option.
he's not going to out melee somebody else.
Yeah, he's
So
not
it's
impervious or
yeah.
immune
He
pierce.
does have lethal both ways, which is nice. But yeah, I think he goes right there.
Right
I don't
here,
know. Maybe a little bit
I
lower.
was thinking maybe between
I
these
was gonna
two.
say, yeah, put him between Asajj and the Droidekas there. I
Okay.
think is a great spot for him to live.
Okay. Well, we're getting through things. I think we're gonna save all the heavies for last. Just and
Okay.
I think we'll save a certain heavy for the fullest. So let's go with BX droids. I think I've always liked the BX droids. I think people are completely split on if the BX droids are good or not. I think in the newer format they got better.
I love the BX
You do
droids
love the
because I love BX droids. I they don't they out get outshined a little by the Magnas, I think.
They have that Scout 3, which is
Scout
really
3 is
nice.
great. They have the
And they have
option for
real
swords or shields, which is great.
they've got sharpshooter, they got
Great.
a good decent dice pool, they surge.
Hmm.
Like I would probably put them somewhere, not to make the B longer, but I think they're somewhere here. You could argue high C, but I'm thinking they're somewhere over here.
The only reason I think they can live in high C is because they do exactly what they do for their points really well, but I don't think they're like blowing their points out of the water.
Well, B is not blowing their points out.
Right.
B is just hitting above their points. A and S is like blowing them.
I don't know if they hit above their points
Okay,
though
so you're gonna
anymore.
say high
They're a
C?
little expensive. You have to load them really good.
That's fair. You have to choose
Um,
between you want
yeah.
the sword or you want the shield. But that Doxic mine,
The Axis Mine is really good.
it's really good, and
It-
I hate that
and
thing.
and it works in melee,
Yeah, and it works in
which
melee,
makes it
which makes them with the
really good
sword
too.
really good. So I would say low B, but high C doesn't upset me. I think that's
Yeah.
fine too.
As much as I personally love the unit, I think they kind of fall just short of high B for me.
What about Magnus? So you just said they're better.
They're absolutely better,
So are
but
they high
they're
C better or
definitely
they're B somewhere?
B. I think they might go between Asajj and Kraken. I don't know. They're tough because like they have that Guardian for commanders only, but they also have Retinue for commanders, so they're always having an aim and a dodge. They have 2 health per unit. They surge to hit.
I
They're
would put them somewhere
amazingly
here.
good for that. Um, I think
And
they're
this, just to be clear, this is regular Magnus, not the
right.
weird Battle
The
Force
STAP,
one with
and
low health.
we're
Yeah.
not talking about Battle Force
So
units here.
I would put them somewhere here, but you're saying somewhere over here.
Oh no, I was thinking. I think they're it's yeah, they're probably above. Yeah, I
And the
think
reason I'm putting them there is the last couple points you made is the entourage, or not the entourage, the retinue and the guardian.
right.
And then especially if with the Grievous,
I
you
was gonna
bump
say
them
when
up
you
for a notch or
yeah,
two.
when you pair them
But
with Grievous,
anyone
they
else,
give
they're not the
that
entourage.
that's
But
so
like
great.
the Guardian in this army is great because even like Poggle can survive longer. Your Jedi's or
Right.
Your Sith moving up the battlefield can survive longer. The only reason I think I would argue that they the highest B or low A if there was just normal Guardian or even Guardian
Oh yeah.
commander slash operative because then Maul and Asajj could benefit from
Yeah,
them.
they would
But
be
since they
fun.
don't have that, I think they live somewhere in this middle B range,
Yeah.
maybe mid high. So right about there.
I think that's
Okay,
a very good spot for them.
let's go next with the classic AAT tank. Where does this live?
I think it's probably above the I think it lives in C for sure.
Okay,
I think it's just below the BX droids. Like
just a little bit extra.
it's fine. It does its
It's
job.
got barrage, which
It
is
can shoot
nice.
twice. It can hand out
It's got a huge
suppression.
base that can strafe and get between a
Yeah,
couple
it can
points.
ignore dodges, but it's priced correctly. It does everything you want your heavy to do for the correct price. But it's not like, oh, I love taking the AAT. It's going to do so much work for me.
Depends who you are. Some people are
Yeah.
going to comment below that they do. But okay, fine. Let's go with Persuader.
So I put the Persuader higher than the AAT. I don't know if it belongs in B though. It's got
So
transport,
it's interesting.
which
It's
is great.
Yep, and now you have Door Gunner too. You can put on it,
Oh yeah, Door Gunner too.
which really I think elevates because it's the only Door Gunner option that can surge to hit, right?
Besides the Gav tank with this the
Oh, Gap
Imperial
take
tank.
if you add the pilot. You're right. That's
So
what
I
I
think
don't.
it probably could be low B.
Cool.
Because it's one of the few units that can control 2 points in some games, so it can be in the middle of two POI
Easily.
and being contesting. It hits well for its points with the surge to hit. The door gunner surge to hit is great. Transport is great for
So
B2.
where in the B range? You said lower, so I'm
Um,
assuming somewhere back here.
let's put it let's put it above Maul.
Above Maul. Also, so decent. About middle of
Yeah,
B.
it's
Okay.
not bad. Like it does a lot of work. It's just sometimes it's hard to bring a heavy because you have things like the B2 super unit that cost nearly the same but are going to do so much more.
Yeah. No, I get
But
it.
it has great potential to help you score.
The
You can
one thing I
block
always
points, you
say
block
with
line of sight.
the vehicles, and we're gonna get into this in a second even more so, is that one of the bigger perks in my mind is that you're sitting on a point, you have to go with it, you pull out your stack, the person you want to shoot's not gone yet. You know they're gonna run to the thing. You could stand by, and no one's taking that
Nobody
standby
can take
away.
it off. Yeah.
That is so big to me, and that leads me into my next point, which before you even talk, I'm just gonna throw this guy up here.
Oh, I don't think they belong there. I think they're a probably high C unit at
Yeah.
best.
Um, I just been playing it a lot against Aqua droids on the
I
channel,
think
off
this
the
is
channel.
I
Just
think this is the only unit that Joe has that
yeah,
he
I think it has scarred
actually
me a little bit.
hates playing against.
My issue with it, guys, is like let's go over positives for this thing. Hold up there. It's got infiltrate, so you can come on the board at the very edge of your deployment zone, right? It's got bigger bases, so it can move decent. It can be a wall and block your people behind it if you
It
want
can
to.
block a lot.
It's got
Or
armor 2, 3 health per mini. Comes with three things.
surges both
It
ways.
surges both way. How much points is it? It's fairly cheap.
It is, oops,
It's like
65 points.
65 points.
65 points without the heavy.
That is
And
ridiculous.
then with your heavy, it's only 93.
So with the heavy, it's 93, but the heavy adds like a few dice to it. It's what, two
Yeah,
reds,
two
one
reds
white,
and a
impact
white. So
two.
you get two reds. You change a black to two reds with impact two,
One black, three reds is pretty good.
with three more health,
It also,
with increasing the size of your capability to make
yeah,
a wall.
it also surges both ways
Surges both
with
ways.
white dice for defense and black, white for range. It has one red in melee, which is probably its one weak spot is melee. But again,
E
it's like, oh,
Even that though isn't the biggest weak. It still has 12 health. So even if
well,
you bring Anakin in with your impact three, Pierce three, you have to swing three times to kill him.
the Wookiees have 12 health, but they don't surge to block. This thing
Right.
surges to block. The Wookiees can't even get armor 2. This thing has armor 2. The Wookiees can't be suppressed. Hard because they're indomitable, but I've had it happen many times. They can't be suppressed. The Wookiees can take a standby and be stripped by one shot. These guys standby can't be
And
stripped.
then they're still cheaper than the
They have
Wookiees.
a bigger base, so if you need to double move them, even with their slower speed, they can move faster than you think to that point if you need to. You want to block line of sight, you want to get in front of the point to save Poggle who has to move up to help you score. You can easily do that too. They just don't have a lot of negatives for me.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know what their negative would be.
so it's I just think for what they bring to the army with especially with infiltrate, just plop them at the edge if you want to, and you already have some shots. Usually just doing that. You should just bring them there. You already have some shots unless the person playing against you is so scarred by them you keep everyone back. But the worst thing is they just move up once and then shoot
All right.
instead of aiming and
Yeah,
shooting. So it's
they're getting a shot off round one no matter what
unless
if
you
you
want
don't
to,
want to
yeah,
shoot.
unless you need to do something else with them. But so,
Let me
oh,
get on my soapbox. They're what Dark Troopers should feel
oh,
like.
you said it. Someone's gonna get mad at you.
I know Dark Troopers and Pass and Control, blah blah blah. They are what Dark Troopers should feel like. They feel the threat. They feel the imposing size.
Dark Troopers have red dice, but Dark Troopers have armor 3 instead of armor
Armor
2,
three,
right?
yep.
But they also only have two
Two
health
health,
per mini,
yep.
and they're much more
And
expensive.
they're twice as expensive at minimum.
So yeah,
Yes.
and also these guys throw more dice.
And they throw more
Let's
dice.
just
They only get one activation, but they still throw more
they
dice.
throw more dice. And the what a lot of people do is you bring two full units, and that's still cheaper than 200 points.
Yep.
That's the worst part because with the heavy, it's 90 something, right?
93.
93.
Even then, when you throw on your emergency
Oh.
transponder to get your free aim or dodge when you don't give them a
And they're
yeah,
still cheaper than 200 points for two
I
full
think
units of these
I think
things.
they are the epitome of S tier.
Yeah, I
I
think
think in
out of all
all
of our
four tier
rankings, if we ranked
units,
our S tiers, which funny enough, I think we only have two now, right? Because the sleepers fell off, which I'm going to hopefully remember in the edit
he's not gonna
to
remember,
put
guys.
the Rebel tier list at the end of this so you guys can see the updated one because that was done right before the points. Sleepers were S after the point increase to the base and the point increase to Astro. They fell to A. Still very good, but
Yeah,
A,
the highest A.
right? Vader Commander, you can argue is somewhere in that range, but he could be A. I don't know if he's quite S, but
Yeah,
it's that unlimited courage on top of everything he does, which really can boost his whole army
yeah,
in a very big way. You can't panic people off points with him
yeah,
nearby. And then the Republic, I don't think have an S tier at the moment.
yeah. Arcs were there-ish, but they got
They got
pointed out
pointed too.
again.
I think they have a good amount of A's, the Republic. I don't think at
Yeah,
the moment they don't have a true S. So I think in November the Aquas are going to fall off the S into the A
I
too.
think
I
yeah.
just really think so the way they're
They
watching
have
them.
to. They
But
have to.
I think they need to be pointed heavier. And I've heard some people argue that the base unit's pointed correct and the heavy's too cheap. I even disagree with that. I think the base needs to go up at least five, and I think the heavy then needs to follow suit with at least a 5 to 10 increase too. Because it's crazy to me that you can bring 2 units of these with emergency transponders with heavy and still be less than 200 points to your whole army, and you have 8 of these big boys walking around, blocking line of sight, infiltrating, double moving, scoring points, doing damage, impacting things, and I'm sitting there and they have armor 2, 12 health, white surging defies. It's just like, woof.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, I think they need to be pointed up. And I think even if they up the base 5 and the heavy 10, I think you're still like good high A. Like
I don't, I think they could still be S at that point. They're
I still
really
think they would be
great.
good high A, like real good
Because
high A.
they just are
So
super flexible, and it's just like I'm gonna hide Dooku and Grievous behind you while I walk up, and you're not gonna be able to shoot them.
yeah, so yeah, sorry, that was a long rant about Aquas, but yeah,
Joe's been scarred by Aqua.
and it's just, and the worst thing is, and this is more luck than the unit itself, but the worst thing is like you get that good roll. You're like, okay, I only have impact one. I'm not gonna hit him very, but I'm gonna try. And then you roll like 3 natty crits and you impact the one up to a crit. You're like, I got 4 through, and they come through and roll 3 or 4 saves. You're like, well, that felt good.
Yeah, they do that often.
Or they block, like 2 of the 4, so you just do 2, so you didn't even take
Right.
a
So
dice away or
the unit's
anything,
still kicking.
and they're still full health or like full, amount of minis, and you're just like, this feels good. So yeah, that's I think they're the next, like sleepers were it for a little bit. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like sleepers are the most broken unit. They need to be point adjusted. They're so broken bubble. I heard so much about sleepers. Sleepers hit like a brick, right? They hit like a dump truck, right? They can hit hard. But the reverse of the sleepers were they can die fairly easy. You
They
get them
could,
out of cover and they die very quickly. They're just
yeah.
white dice. They start to block like them, but they're only 1 health a mini and they have no armor, right? So they can just die. These guys, they're still armor 2, 3 health each, white surging dice. So
Yeah.
they're just a different level. And they hit pretty darn good too with the surging.
They do.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I think this is the CIS tier. I'm looking it over. So if this was me, I probably would have B1s and Bossk in high C. I probably would bump Cad up a couple over to like above the Geonosians, and the BX is up to low B.
Okay.
And then the only other thing I think I'd bring Asajj down 2, and then everything else I think would be about where I put it. Um, it's interesting for me to see though that I think this is the only army we've done. I have to go back and look that has only one D tier
I think you're right.
unit, which goes to say I think the CIS are in a fantastic
They're in a
spot
great spot.
as an army, and it's going to get better because there's the build your own super attack, which we don't know everything it does by any means. We know nothing it does besides it has options. Um,
It's got crab legs.
but it's going to give it more options, right? At minimum. And then you also have Wheelbike Grievous and Wheelbike Magnus coming
Oh my
out,
God.
right?
And wheel bike
Oh,
BXs.
and Real Big
I
Fish.
mean,
Sorry.
those
So
things are going to be so cool.
I doubt
And
those are bad. So I mean, like,
and Dallas scolded me because I said they're going to be difficult to paint.
so
So
the whole wheel is just 2 pieces that click in.
yeah,
Dallas gave him a good
I got a
lecture
tongue lashing from Dallas for
in
going,
the best way
"Oh man, those are going to suck to
at
paint."
Gen Con. He just
And it was awesome. And Dallas is an amazing guy. If you're ever watching our videos, we really appreciate it. We're gonna get him on the channel sometime soon.
yeah, we're gonna do a paint and
And
hang with him. It's gonna be
hang out
great.
with him and talk.
But yeah, so I think CSS are in probably one of the best overall spots of an army. Uh,
I mean, this list shows you that they're just
yeah, they just
really in a great spot with that much B, that much A,
and like we said,
really
this
good
is our
S tier
opinion. You
unit.
could totally some of the Bs could be C's, some of the C's could be Bs. There's even a C or two that could possibly be a D. But overall, this is I think a very good spot for this list to be in.
Yeah,
I think I'd have Grievous above the Crabs too. That's about it. But anyways,
that's fair.
I was just
That
looking
would
at
be
it.
fair.
I think this is a good list overall. So this is our CIS tier list. I will try to remember to put the Rebel one at the
And
end, but
just do it right now.
if I don't, I have to redo it live for everyone to see. But if I don't, at minimum,
Oh, I forget you haven't changed it.
you will get an Instagram picture or on our Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, all our socials, where I'll put all 4 of our tier lists up and in there once this is out for a little bit, so everyone can see where we ranked everyone and tell us whether we're right or wrong. That's
That's
fair,
fair.
fair.
That's fair.
Okay, with that, that's the end of the CS tier list. I don't know if we'll do a mercenary list because maybe after Hondo and the Pirates come out or a fully spoiled, we'll do one because right now there's just not enough. Especially we did all the faction specific mercs right already, but like this would just be like the Shadow Collective is the only stuff we didn't do right. We didn't do Shadow Maul or Gar or
We
the
didn't put any of
Mandos.
those in anything except we did
Well,
the mercenaries. We just
yeah, I
didn't
mean,
do like the core
yeah,
mercenaries.
no, I'm talking about like technically
The bounty hunter.
bounties
Yeah.
are mercs,
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
So I meant the faction specific
Yeah.
ones. So we didn't do Pikes or Black Sun or so. Let's wait till the Pirates and Hondo and the Tank come out, and then we'll do a tier list with them to see how they settle and everything. But until then, Hope you guys enjoyed this ranking video. We'll come at you with some more videos, some more interesting takes. Maybe we'll do kind of an overall video on the battle forces next, how we rank the battle forces, talk about each battle force, what they do well, what they don't do well. I think that'd be an interesting one to do. Let us know below what other kind of videos you'd like to see us chat about the game itself, and where we can go next with this series. But until next time,
And remember, these lists are all totally fact. It can't be argued. Don't argue in the comments, please.
Don loves
I
Cad Bane.
love, I
That's what I
love.
want to say. And Stab.
Yep.
And Stab rank great. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.